Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing all the Pokemon cards that I am going to be giving away soon. I have some family friends that they have some kids that I think would appreciate these Pokemon cards that I am willing to part with from my collection. So I'm just going to go through and show them all to you. This is mostly just for myself so that in the future I can remember which cards used to be in my collection. But if you happen to also be curious about what cards I'm going to be giving away, feel free to continue watching. So all of these cards here were in here. For right now, all the cards that are still in my storage box I want to keep, and I have a couple binders that have lots of cards that I want to keep in them. But as you can see, I had a lot of cards, mostly bulk cards, that I don't really want to keep. So I think the young kids that are family friends that I'll see around New Year's are going to love these because they really love Pokemon. So I'm excited to kind of be that like cool, older family friend who passes on the Pokemon cards. You know, it kind of reminds me of Andy at the end of Toy Story 3. I don't know, I feel like when I was younger, I had this situation happen a couple times where I got things passed on to me, whether it was Pokemon cards, Lego, or other hand-me-down toy things. And I really appreciated it, even if I wasn't there for the exchange. Like, I feel like many of the times my mom would bring me some kind of collection of toys and say that she got it from a garage sale or from another mom on Facebook whose kid was going to college or something like that. So I just think like now it's my turn to be the one to pass these on, and I'm really excited to do so. So this is kind of in generally reverse chronological order from my collection, with the oldest cards kind of on the bottom and the newest cards on the top. I'm not nearly up to date on the newest collections. I think Scarlet and Violet are the most recent sets, like Scarlet and Violet base set, I think, are the most recent cards I have in this pile. But I'm gonna just mix this up and not worry about the order, and I'm just gonna show all the cards one by one in pretty fast succession. I might even speed up the clip just so it goes by quickly. Again, this is just for my own personal record to remember and not so much about each individual card. So here we go. Oh wait, I also want to note that I just remembered I have other cards that I had set aside a long time ago that I specifically was saving for these kids before I pulled out all these other ones. So there's some more additions to the collection that I'm gonna be giving away. And I guess we'll start with Zygarde because one of the kids told me this was their favorite Pokemon when I asked in the past. So anyway, let's go. so that was that. And there were a few cards that I pulled out before I filmed that time lapse, and a few that I pulled out while I was filming it because I'm kind of on the fence about them. Some of them it's because I like the art and I can't remember if I've already set aside some that might be duplicates. Some are nostalgic and I just still want to hold on to a little longer. Yeah, this card's very damaged, but I like the art, so I want to remember. I want to get a new one of that one. This one's definitely a duplicate, but I really like the art, so like, it just really depends. So these are ones I'm on the fence about if I want to give away or not. So I'm playing it safe for now and just holding on to them. And maybe eventually I will give them to those kids or maybe other kids. I'm not really sure. There's even some cards in my binders that I'm like, maybe I actually do want to give away. I thought I liked them when I first saw the art, but the more I've thought about it, the less I've liked it. So I don't know. It's all a process, and this video is not perfect. It's not necessarily all finalized. That is one thing that stresses me out a little bit, is analyzing my own feelings about every single card, whether it's the art or the condition or the rarity. Like, I just really want it to be about what I like, but when I make that what it's about, then I have to focus and really think about, well, how much do I like it? And I don't know. So I'm trying to not place too much pressure on myself to analyze all that. But anyway, now I'm gonna put all these cards in a big Ziploc bag and save them for a couple months from now when I will see them around New Year's, and hopefully they will be very excited. So yeah. Okay, make that 2 bags. I'm also gonna give them this binder that I bought and showed in a previous video, just because at first I really liked it, but because it's like bootleg, like, I'm not sure, it's made by Geek Cow. I haven't used it at all really since I got it, so I figured might as well pass it on to someone who would appreciate it more. So yeah. And also, while I was filling up the bags, I pulled this one out because I was like, oh, that one's nostalgic. I don't know. I'm indecisive, okay? But we shall see what will happen. Who knows if I'll pull any more out of here, but I'm really gonna try to resist it. Also, yeah, this is quite dirty from getting played with by Lucky, who you can hear meowing outside this door. So I'm gonna wrap up this video and give him some attention. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Love you lots.